All right. Well, welcome, guys. Yeah, normally I talk about the Thorps. Here we are talking about the Thorps. Yeah. Yeah, it's happening. Grace celebrated her 22nd birthday. I don't even remember my 22nd birthday. I'm 40. Let's see. Around 21, 22. What were you doing? How were you celebrating it? Were you sitting in a open field with your dad, sharing a cigarette with your dad? Not because you were camping, not because you wanted to go touch some grass, but because that's kind of your life. That's kind of what you do, right? It's kind of what you have because your home is the road. You're a vagabond. You're a nomad. You're traveling not very far, but you're traveling. You got to live on the land and live off of the donations you receive. This was her birthday, and the 33 minutes I watched, I did not see a donation. If one came in, I missed it, and it had to have been so small, so small. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Well, when you were 22, when you're celebrating your 22nd birthday, you were probably not doing those things. You're probably having fun. Probably hanging out with friends you probably don't have anymore because it was so long ago, or maybe they're still in your life. Like I said, I don't even really remember. It was kind of like a haze. 21, 22. I want to say I just had started drinking. Yeah. Yeah. I think I got involved. I think that's around the time I got involved with the Filipino Wiccan at around 22, because I remember like there was a time period where I was legal to drink. I was a drinking age, but I was not drinking because I was a straight edge man. I didn't do that stuff, man. I was hardcore. No drugs, no alcohol, man. But then a year later, or maybe 2 years later, it might be 22nd, 23rd. It was hey, let's get as much liquor as possible, man. Let's just get messed up. Let's go have some fun. Let's have some fun with this stuff. I think that was happening. I think it was. It was a time I was living in the trailer. I'm on my own. I mean, yeah. Okay. So that was happening. Living in a trailer. The girlfriend. And pretty much was wake and bake and, and drink like crazy. So yeah, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of messing around. Yeah. I definitely had a good time. But definitely was not asking for a donation. I think I was working. I was definitely working. I've always maintained a job. I think at that time, I think it was Blockbuster Video. Yeah. It wasn't a whole lot of money, but it was enough to afford the rent and get drunk. And that was the main thing. Oh man. We didn't have a care in the world. Okay. Didn't live with mom and dad, and did not was not begging for donations there for sustenance. Yeah. Look, man, I'm not just saying that to make myself look better than her. I'm just saying it's a reality check, though. It's like man, Grace ought to do better. But on the subject of Grace Thorp, it kind of goes there every time. But it's like, well, what's really going to happen? What's really going to change? Because the one thing about this, you could say this image, is that these two are connected. Okay, they're joined at the hip, and it's father and daughter, and you cannot separate them. Okay, the strength of their bond is too strong, way too strong. It's kind of sick. Oh, one would say, right? One would say. But yeah, definitely. But yeah, it was pretty sad. I tried to watch this on double speed. Okay, I had to watch on double speed. I could not take it just minute by minute. No, I could not do that. It was pretty depressing. Grace was crying. They go in circles, talk about their drama like they normally do. And really, with Grace and Ben, it repeats. There's a cycle. They're getting along for a little bit, and then you have the phase where they start getting on each other's nerves. Something starts happening. They need distance. Like Ben will start asking about distance. Why can't they separate? Then Grace will start talking about that. Then Grace will do something that Ben will interpret as her trying to get away. Then Ben will flip out, and then Grace will cry, and something will happen, and then they will get back, and everything will be fine again. And it's like it just goes in that cycle. Like if you think about it, if you were watching the Thorps for a while, the Ben and Grace story pretty much is repeat, just different locations. Sometimes you get different side characters in there, but it's the same. It's the same thing, you know. That's why, in some ways, like if you look at this and follow this, like it's like some sort of twisted, weird reality show psyop. It works that way, but it's real life. You know, that's just it really kind of illustrates how sick and how trapped these relationships become, because both the abuser and the abusee are trapped in this cycle, and it's like, okay, all right, but yeah. So that was the fun 22nd birthday struggle session stream. That's my review of that stream, man. Pretty sad, pretty depressing. If you're eating something sweet right now, enjoy it, because Grace did not. Grace did not even get a cake or a cupcake. Did not even get a little cup of ice cream for her birthday. Really sad. Really sad. She had to share the cigarette with her dad. She couldn't have her own cigarette. She couldn't even have her birthday ciggy. Okay. Wow. That's sad, man. Well, are we supposed to shed tears? No, not at all. All right, man. And that said, you guys take it easy, though. I mean, just know that this is not your situation, right? It's like, oh, man, yeah. That does make me feel better. It does. It does in a way. Yeah. Anyway, you guys take it easy and have a good one, man.